Carlos Contreras Legaspi for ESPN. I'm with Raul Rosas Jr., who will be the youngest fighter in Dana White Contender Series history at 17 years old, fighting Mando El Toro Gutierrez September 20th at the UFC Apex. Raul, tell me a little about yourself. 17 years old, 5-0. I know you competed for and you won gold for the U.S. in the championships, in World Championships in 2019. So, how this opportunity to fight in Dana White Contender Series came to you at such a young age?
I feel blessed for this opportunity. I have a good connection with my management, Iridium. Jason House has been doing all the work, and I told him that I was ready, and he believes that I'm ready. So he was able to talk to the commission, and I've shown them that I'm ready with the 5-0 record. And Jason has got a lot of footage and a lot of information from me, and my parents' consent, and he was able to get the license for me.
So, what do you know about Mando Gutierrez? And I mean, I think you know that the world is going to be watching, because everyone's saying, is he ready, or it is too soon for you to fight at our pro level, and especially like knocking the door for the biggest promotion in the world.
I know that he's probably going to be tough, but I just know I'm on another level, with all due respect, and I know that whatever he does, I do like 10 times better. And I know I'm young, I know I'm 17, but I believe in myself, and I've shown everybody with the 5-0 record since my pro debut. They were like, oh, you're too young, but no, I know I'm ready. I know I'm still ready, and whoever doesn't believe it, it's okay. You know, I'm just going to go out there and show everybody why I'm getting this opportunity at 17 years old.
Tell me a little about your background, where you were born, where is your family from, and how did you got into martial arts?
I'm from Clovis, New Mexico. My parents are from Mexico City, El Barrio de Iztapalapa, and I've been fighting since I was 4 years old, and yeah.
What was your father's background? I know he was a boxer, but how did he got you into other sports, other martial arts?
So we started with karate, and one time my dad was like drinking, and they offered him a fight. Last minute he stepped in, so that was the first time we saw him fight in the cage. And when I saw him, I knew I wanted to do that. I was like, I want to do this. I want to dedicate myself to this. So my dad was like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all do whatever you want. Like, I used to play soccer too, but he was like, whatever y'all want to do, I just want you to be the best at it. Whatever you want to do, just be the best at it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the best MMA fighter. And after that, I've been training my whole life. I got into jiu-jitsu, wrestling, karate, boxing, all that. That's my striking coach, and I've been just preparing my whole life, and I know that I'm ready to become the youngest UFC champion. So this Contender Series is only opening the door for me. It's not over. We're just warming up, and we're coming for that UFC belt.
Now, training here in Las Vegas at gyms like Extreme Couture or Coriña, where we are now, I think you might have crossed into some of the best fighters in the world, like Aljamain Sterling, Merab Jasbili, probably Brandon Moreno. Also, I know Habib Nurmagomedov and his team sometimes come and train here with you. So, training with who did you realize that you were at the same level, that you were like in a level that you can compete with UFC fighters?
Just like watching their fights in the UFC on TV, I know that I'm ready to compete at this level, and I know I can beat them. And just training with like Merab Dvalishvili, Sergio Magomedov, Brandon Moreno, a lot of other UFC fighters, just like shows me that I am ready. You know, it proves my point. But just watching their fights, like, with all the respect, a lot of UFC fighters, like, I just know that I can beat them, and I know I can win that UFC belt anytime that I'm given the opportunity to, and I'm going to go and earn it.
I know that your coach has been in the corner of Brandon Moreno a couple of times, Hector Vasquez. So, did you have some like any chat on this with Moreno, like the possibility to become part of the UFC, to get a shot at a Contender Series? Did he give you any advice?
Not yet. Hector has been like guiding me, because he has experience on all this, like media stuff, all this stuff, and like, I'm glad I'm surrounded with people like Hector Vasquez, Jason House, a lot of Iridium, that they have experience around this whole game. You know, it's a lot of business, and I'm just here to fight, and I'm glad for the opportunity.
Well, we saw recently Bo Nickel, who's a really good prospect, and he didn't get signed. They just said, we need to give you more time. We're probably going to give you a couple of fights, and then see if we get you into the octagon. What do you think you can do to convince Dana White to sign you at 17 years old?
I'm just gonna go and let my skills speak for themselves. Show them that I'm in a different level and I'm ready to compete in the UFC. You know, I'm sorry for Bob Nickal, but I am Bob Nickal. I'm El Niño Problema, and I'm going to show them that I'm different.
Well, September 20th, Raul Rosas is going to be fighting Mando Gutierrez, biggest fight of his career, biggest fight of his life, and looking for this opportunity to be the youngest fighter in the UFC roster. Good luck, Raul, and how we get to see a great fight.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody that supports me and that's watching. September 20th, tune in because I'm going to go get that finish and put on a show for y'all and get that Dana White Contender Series contract and fight in the UFC soon.
Raul Rosas Jr., September 20th, the UFC Apex for Dana White Contender Series.